Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Ghost Trick. Let's see, what were we doing? We were... operate control panel. Ah, excellent. Exactly what we wanted. Grapes, of course. Oh, wait, look at this sideways. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit more what this room is for. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private captain of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think that this country's use of technology is just a little bit off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. But, can we do something with it? Ah, yes, of course. Just what we wanted. Or maybe not. That doesn't lead anywhere, does it? Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. That's what we gotta do. Does that get us where we want? We found a telephone conveniently. Hopefully it's actually somewhere we can do something with. Oh, the engine room's kind of underwater. Yeah, the phone line to the engine room isn't working right now. All that water probably damaged the line. I guess I don't need to go back there anyway. Well, then I guess we're gonna be going to the torpedo room. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up. Yeah, I know, right? But something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Wouldn't it be convenient if we all went together, maybe? Like I'll hide in the grapes and you guys take it with you? Okay, oh, I see now. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me! You got it, missile. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. Apparently that's something that you're trained to do. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Oh, this is gonna go great, I'm sure. Okay, so we want to hit the bottom switch, right? Wait, no, you're already in there. What about the top switch? The switch won't budge, but I don't think the entire device is broken. It would probably work just fine if I could only move the switch. We'll just have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it with my powers alone. So what are we doing? What does this valve do? Still nothing. Good. Let's talk to him. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our power. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Well, that was helpful, but I was kind of hoping for you to help. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can do it. Okay, maybe the other one actually works. Is that the strategy here? Ah, there we go. Convenient enough. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Alright, okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Is Missile gonna join along? I've already set the Torpedo's course. You're trained on that? It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. We're assuming we're gonna have a way to get back here. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so that the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again, never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla? I just know you and Cece can make something happen. I believe you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then, don't worry. Miss Camilla! Oh, spooky rumbling thunder. I don't know if that's coming through or not. That's a good boy, Missile. Now are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready. Exactly 12, or are we like estimating here? Like we're gonna say like 12.5 or like 12.9? Cecil? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But I'm sure we'll find out right at the end. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you. For everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again. Right, Cece? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you. No matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend. Good luck, friend. Here's hoping the missile doesn't explode upon exiting. That would just suck. Is this going to be like a quick time event? These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, once again drop, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Good job. Didn't miss that. Are they dead? It looks like there's definitely 2 dead people in here. Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Is he dead? He looks dead. Yeah, he's dead. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How is Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. Though we do have the ability to, just to keep time from going, so we pretty much have all the time in the world. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yonoa. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice there was only 2 cores. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you... Yomiel? Yomiel. Is that his name, Yomiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Cecil. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them, who would have guessed? I didn't see any real need to tell them my name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's still plenty we can tell you. Right, Detective Jowd. Oh, right. What do you guys know? Okay, well... Yomiel, what about you? 10 years ago. You were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? Is that like kidnapping? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. I think you might be bragging. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top-secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join this project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. But it was more than that. This project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought, for the life of me, I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. Ah, this programmer. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you and then... that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. And we kind of know that bit. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. Yeah, that meteorite thing happened. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. I love this music, it's so good. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. What's up with that guy? What's his deal? I know he was important for us to figuring out the whole Timzik thing, Rock of the Gods and whatnot. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. and I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. But I learned my ways were wrong, and so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a man poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. And this deal is probably... I think I got the idea of the deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them. But what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal. Who would have guessed? Yeah, we know about the betrayal. They were making their moves more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temzik was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temzik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? Oh, and why not? Oh. After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cavanella and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. I mean, who would? But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Wait, is he an armed agent? Armed with paper. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain odd old person. I kind of expected that, but that was still pretty funny. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temzik meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temzik meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah. It's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla that we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. We'll give it a shot. We're a little bit low on time, but we can definitely give it a shot. Well, actually, no. We have more time than I thought. We got a little bit of time here. So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There is only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too! Oh, he's a robot! By the way, I'm not human, Detective. Well, thanks for your display. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Could you stop with your head thing, thanks. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Could you... Whoa. Are you serious? Now it's time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Grrr! Camilla, forgive me. What a way to go. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said. Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility? In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Certainly, let's give it a shot. I'm sure we can do something here. Oh, we already know about this, yeah, whoops. We're not headed anywhere, Detective. Oh, what are you talking about? You're trapped here, but I'm a robot. Okay, what do we got? Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yomel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. That's because he's got the chunk missing. Of course there isn't. The Temzik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? Like what? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small it is, that they're afraid of. I mixed up words there. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temzik. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temzik fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temzik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go... Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. We can go back? Back to 4 minutes before your death? But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move! Well, that's gonna change a lot of things, isn't it? Let's go. That is gonna change a lot of things if we manage to stop this death, I think, right? I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Is that the... Oh, that's the end of our chapter. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop it there. Not quite enough time to get the last bit done. Yeah, we're gonna stop here. Maybe next time we'll see if we can finish up the game. I don't know. Can anyone give me maybe like somewhat of an ETA of what the next section will be to the end? Well, actually no, don't. So I feel like that'll spoil any possible surprises that could occur. Never mind, don't worry about it. Well, we'll get to it next time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for Ghost Trick. Bye.